This is Ryan Watches a Movie, where we get our friend Ryan to watch a movie and tell us what he thought.
Going balls out in the lumberyard.
Watching the Grunion Pro Magi.
Hello,
If you're listening to this, don't even waste your time.
Hello and welcome to Ryan Watches a Movie. This is episode number 216. My name's Adam Patterson. Joining me today, we've got Kevin Rakestraw. How you doing there, Kevin?
I'm doing alright.
We're also joined by Ryan Holes. How are you?
Good.
All right. I'm sorry that France didn't win.
And
It happens. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I can't believe Portugal won.
I know.
Well, I mean, come on. Portugal. And if you look at their performance throughout the Euro, it was pathetic. It was a pathetic performance, and they shouldn't have won.
they didn't win any games till the final game.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
You would have gone through in the last year because they got third place in their group.
It's
Pathetic performance, and they shouldn't have won. There's just no way.
What did they tied Iceland?
Tied everyone, didn't they?
Iceland 5-1.
Yep.
I think Portugal tied everyone.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yep. Oh, well. What movie do we have you watch this week?
Runner.
Runner. This came out in 2013. Picked this in honor of The Infiltrator coming out this week. This is directed by Brad Furman. Stars Ben Affleck and Justin Timberlake. I have a synopsis here. When a poor college student who cracks an online poker game goes bust, he arranges a face-to-face with the man he thinks cheated him, a sly offshore entrepreneur. Ryan, tell us a little bit about Runner.
Justin Timberlake is at Princeton, but he doesn't qualify for financial aid because of his past working on Wall Street, which also went bust. So he basically has no money, and he goes in line to try to gamble and win some of the money back, and he loses it all and quickly realizes that the people he is playing could possibly see his cards before he played them, because he was winning when they bluffed, but when he bluffed, they know right away. So he lost all his money, and the dean threatened to kick him out of school. So he has to Costa Rica because obviously U.S. laws don't apply down there. And he has to meet the main guy that owns this website and tells him that he was cheated out of money and he has proof and blah blah. Ben Affleck says, I realized that when they were coding the site, some of the programmers made a backdoor into the site which allowed them to cheat, and apparently fires everyone that was involved, and also tells this Justin Timberlake that he can come work for him and he'll make more money than he would if he went to Princeton and graduated and worked elsewhere. So he goes to Costa Rica, or he's already in Costa Rica, and he starts kind of flirting with Ben Affleck's ex-love interest, which comes into play later on. He then goes to this gambler in Costa Rica to get clients for Ben Affleck's website, and this guy says no. So, using a tip from Ben Affleck, Justin Timberlake gets some girls, and his wife is pregnant also. So this guy cheats on his wife, and Justin Timberlake gets on film. And obviously the guy's distraught. So he eventually agrees to bring all his clients to Ben Affleck. And there's also another gambling guy that Ben Affleck kind of owes money to. And he sends Justin Timberlake to pay him back. But he sends Justin Timberlake with not enough money. So when Justin Timberlake delivers money, this guy gets angry, and him and all his friends beat the shit out of him. And there's also an FBI guy, but as I said, can't touch him internationally. So he tries to play Justin Timberlake against Ben Affleck. So Ben Affleck goes, or doesn't go, he sends money to the U.S. and buys up Justin Timberlake's dad's gambling that he can show Justin Timberlake what's really happening. And he's in charge.
Okay.
So in the end, Justin Timberlake finds out that Ben Affleck is setting him up to take the fall for all his illegal doing because he called Ben Affleck out in front of his friends. And he finds it out from Ben Affleck's ex-lover. And Justin Timberlake bribes one of the pilots, and the pilot unknowingly flies Ben Affleck into Puerto Rico. And when they land, the police come and get Ben Affleck and arrest him. And Justin Timberlake gives him this little USB drive that shows all the wrongdoing he's done over the years. And then him and the squirrel fly away, and it's the end of the movie.
Okay. All right. So, what'd you think of Runner Runner?
It was alright. I liked it because Ben Affleck's the one that fucked over in the end.
I'd be surprised if he wasn't. I think it would be funny if he ended up winning and Justin Timberlake lost everything and went to jail. That'd be like
That'd be great.
I mean, that would be such a non-Hollywood ending.
3-0 curveball.
I'm surprised you like this one. So this has an 8% on Rotten Tomatoes. It has a Metacritic score of 36.
Ryan, does the 8% surprise you?
Yeah, kinda. I don't understand why. Like, I think this movie isn't great, but I didn't think it was, like, that terrible that I didn't even want to watch it or anything. I mean,
So
I enjoyed the hour and a half, or whatever the now watch is.
Yeah. The average rating is 4 out of 10, and the critics' consensus says it has an impressive cast and an intriguing premise, but Runner Runner wastes them on a bland, haphazardly assembled thriller with very little payoff. Would you agree to that? You liked the payoff.
There was, I mean, I don't really understand what else he could do. I mean, Ben Affleck, he was a dickhead the whole movie, and Justin Timberlake basically played him into outsmarted him and got him arrested. So I thought the payoff was fine. I mean, I knew when Ben Affleck fucked him over, he was gonna end up fucking Ben Affleck over. So the payoff is there.
Okay. All right. I think it's interesting that this is that we're talking about this movie because I don't know if either of you heard, but there was probably not. But there was like a little bit of a scandal in the YouTube world last week where there's this. Apparently, there's this. People like to play the CS:GO game, which is the new Counter. Well, it's not new, but it's the Counter Strike.
Okay.
And one thing that you can do in the game is you earn keys that can unlock chests. Or no, I'm sorry. You earn chests, and then you can buy keys for real money, and they're like $250 or something like that. And when you unlock these chests, they contain weapon skins for your weapons. Now, they add nothing except, an aesthetic to the game. They don't increase your stats or anything like that. But people, they have rare ones, and you can sell them for real money.
Okay.
Well, these gambling sites have started popping up where basically you use these weapon skins as chips to gamble and potentially win a lot of money or lose a lot of money. And some really popular YouTubers were promoting this one site called like CS:GO Lotto or something like that. And as it turns out that they were the owners of the site. Like they actually own the site, and they're trying to promote it, and they're saying like, "Oh, I found this new site called CS:GO Lotto. Let's do something crazy and gamble." And they win every time because it's their site.
Yeah.
They're gambling on their own gambling site, which can obviously be fixed for them to win.
Yeah.
So there's like several levels of shittiness that these people are doing, and it's not legal either because they never disclosed that they were the owners, and they never disclosed in the video that this was like sponsored content, even though it was like sponsored by them. So they're in a world of trouble at this point. That's fraud.
Wow.
And
I'm so confused by so much of that.
Basically, they owned a gambling site, and they were gambling on their own site to promote it.
Yeah, but it's everything that they're gambling. It's just like that.
Like weapon skins?
It doesn't make... Like, there's a part of me that's like, if you're gambling weapon skins, like, if you lose money, that's on you.
Well, part of it is because it's geared towards kids. It enables kids to gamble, which is another really shady, really, really immoral aspect of it.
But at any point in time, if someone's like, hey, let's use real money for these weapon skins, that at that point in time, you should be like, that doesn't seem right. Like they're weapon skins. I shouldn't equate real money with them.
You would be surprised what people will buy.
I know.
Well, and again, it's like kids. Kids like, flashy. Because if you play this game and you're really into this game, it adds a bit of personality to your character, and you show off your rare item that you have or whatever. And I don't play that game, and I could care. I would never pay $4,000 for a fake weapon skin, but some people do, and I think there are probably a lot of younger kids that do it, or teenagers that have a lot of discretionary income.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And to try to target them for your own gain. I mean, these guys have like 10 million subscribers each anyway.
Damn.
On their YouTube channel. So they're probably hauling in millions on their YouTube channel alone. And then on top of that, they're running this gambling site where it's reported that video game gambling is a $2.5 billion industry right now.
Damn.
So there's a lot of money, and they probably made a shitload.
That sounds more interesting than Runner.
It does, doesn't it?
It sounds so much more interesting. Now, back to Runner, the 8% on Rotten Tomatoes. Do you think that the most of that has to do with the title of this film?
I imagine that it has something to do with it, because I know when I first... I just saw a picture of the director, and he's wearing a Good Charlotte t-shirt, and a sideways baseball cap.
Where is this picture?
It's on his IMDb.
Oh my god, yes. Thank you. Yeah, because there's a part of me that when I say the first Runner, I almost fall asleep before I say the second Runner.
Runner makes me think it's about drug running.
Yeah, or just running, like actual running. Not online poker.
Yeah. Can you Ryan, can you try and attempt to make a connection there? Like, what do you think the Runner Runner is about? Like, why do you think they picked that title?
I don't know if it means like because he was constantly he ran away from school, and then he was trying to run away from all the bad people that Ben Affleck was hanging out with.
Okay.
They could be several reasons.
I think that reason is way too deep for this movie. Like I don't think it's that obscure. I think it's more like it's some kind of, maybe it's like a poker reference or something where he's running the tables or something.
Who knows?
That could be it too, because there's a scene in the beginning where when Justin Timberlake's playing online poker and he's playing 4 tables at one time and winning all of them. So
yeah, he's running those tables.
He's running all the tables. I mean, that's got to be exciting to watch. Someone playing online poker in a film. Oh,
JT, watching some JT play some online poker.
Oh boy,
there's like probably 20 or 30 people in the room watching him play also.
Oh, they're totally like into it. Like they're like spectators.
Oh no, I can do that. I can watch somebody play a video game but not play combat. Maybe that's because I understand cards, and I know that in video games, I know for a fact there's certain things I can't beat, but with poker, I can 9 times out of 10 think my way through. If that makes sense.
What you're saying is that you're like the greatest poker player.
Yeah, I think what you're saying is you're a poker all-star.
Yes.
I didn't know that about you. I had no idea.
Does online poker still exist? Is that still a thing?
Oh, I'm sure it is.
I believe so.
Because, I mean, like, for real money.
No,
because I know that there was, like, all kinds of crazy regulation coming down on it, and
I'm sure it's still out there.
They have that, I can't think of it, that raise fold, and you buy this fucking green dot MasterCard.
Oh, the prepaid MasterCards.
And buy that money.
They could it could also be similar to the CS:GO thing, or how they get around gambling in Japan, where you don't actually win money, you win like toys or tokens or whatever, and you go next door and trade those in for real money. Loopholes
Everywhere.
Let's talk about Brad Furman. It's interesting because he just dropped his first 2 movies, garnered an 85% and an 83%, and that was for The Take in 2007 and The Lincoln Lawyer in 2011.
Mm-hmm.
So 85, 83, 8
Damn.
with Runner Runner. Runner Runner was his 3rd movie, and then he did a film called Cry Macho, which is interesting. I don't even see that on IMDb. It's listed on Rotten Tomatoes, but it's not even listed on IMDb.
Really?
Yeah, that's weird. According to IMDb, let's go by that because I think that's probably more accurate. The Infiltrator is his next film after Runner Runner, and those are the only 4 movies that he did. So not a whole lot. Have you seen The Take, Ryan?
I think I did see that.
With John Leguizamo with a sweet mustache.
I believe so.
An armored truck driver wrestles with rehabilitation and tracking down the man who committed the crime. The Take.
They're not like
Tyrese Gibson.
The titles of his movies are just, oh my goodness,
They're good.
Just so bland.
Tyrese was in The Take.
Yeah.
Then yes, I remember.
Nice. Was it good?
It was alright. I
Ryan's a fucking Tyrese completist.
I just remember seeing his ugly ass face.
Jeez. And a lot of animosity towards Tyrese.
He has a lot of animosity to a lot of people.
He does.
It's almost everybody, except for select women.
I think if you're a celebrity, you shouldn't be a dickhead. And all these people are dickheads.
All right.
Did Tyrese do something personal?
I know. I didn't know Tyrese was a dickhead, but
what do you do? Please enlighten me.
Punch my mom.
Punch your mom.
That definitely qualifies as a dickhead.
That is a dick move.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen The Lincoln Lawyer?
No.
I actually liked that one. That's actually the only one I've seen of his.
Is Tyrese in that one?
No.
Oh.
Ryan Phillippe is.
Oh man.
Tyrese is no go, but Ryan Phillippe, all in.
I was learning so much today. Oh man, I didn't know that he was a Ryan Phillippe fan. I didn't know that he thought Tyrese was a dickhead. I didn't know that he was a poker superstar.
The first time I saw Ryan Phillippe was probably Wear the Gun. The first time I saw Tyrese was probably
Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
Too Fast, Too Furious. Was that him?
Yeah. So I much prefer Wear the Gun.
Huh. Okay. I think the first time I saw Ryan Phillippe was Crimson Tide.
I feel like I should get in on this. I gotta look at his filmography.
Your first. What's your first Phillippe?
Oh man, you would think that I would remember when I popped my Phillippe cherry, but I don't.
Was it the episode of Matlock in 1994 when he played Michael?
Might have been. You never know.
Plus, he was married to Reese Witherspoon. I love her.
Okay.
Man.
But they're not married anymore.
Where the fuck was Tyrese married to?
I don't know who Tyrese is.
Oh, that's right. No one cares.
Oh my god.
I had no idea that Tyrese was like such a sensitive subject. I think my first Ryan Phillippe would be either had to be I Know What You Did Last Summer or Cruel Intentions.
You didn't see Crimson Tide?
I don't know if I did.
Wow.
Maybe I did. If I did, I don't remember.
You should check it out. It's great.
Maybe I will.
And maybe you should.
It's got Ryan Phillippe in it.
Yeah. I think, was it Tarantino wrote the script for that one or worked on the script?
It's craziness.
Yeah. Cool. All right, let's go ahead and give your drum roll on this thing, Ryan. What do you give Runner Runner?
5.
That's a 5 out of 10. Straight down the middle. Nice.
I thought it would be a little bit higher.
Yeah, you seem to enjoy it.
It was better. Like I said the other week when I watched whatever that was, it was better than most of the shit I have to watch. But it wasn't like, hey, I'm gonna watch this again right now.
Okay. Now, do you know anything about this Infiltrator movie? Are you interested in that?
I just saw a trailer for it like 2 days ago. I'm gonna.
Got some Bryan Cranston. Are you a Cranston fan? You a Cran fan?
Yeah, he's good. I like him.
All right. I'm a Cran fan myself.
Also got John Leguizamo in there.
Oh, Leguizamo coming back for some Furman action.
Seems like he's in almost all Furman's movies.
Could be. Maybe they're buds.
Could be. Who knows?
John Leguizamo.
Is he in the middle of a renaissance right now?
I don't know. He's having a good run. I'll tell you that. He's having a really good run. His role in Bloodline.
Yeah, he's quite good.
He was great this season in Bloodline. So I'd say yeah, we might be in a.
We're in it.
Leguizamo.
Let's call it right now. Leguizamo Renaissance.
Leguizamo Renaissance.
Yeah, I think that works.
Yeah, sure. Diane Kruger's in this one. I remember she was supposed to be the next big thing when
Yeah.
Inglourious Bastards came out,
Yeah.
and I'm not sure what happened there
I know.
because I feel like she just wasn't the next. She was in a lot of stuff, but I feel like she really didn't hit the stratosphere of superstardom like everyone expected. Was she even? She might have even been nominated for an Oscar for that.
She might have been.
I mean, she was great in it, but I don't know. To me, The Infiltrator looks like another one of those just kind of generic, based on a true story crime thrillers, like The Iceman and
Yes. I mean, just by the title, the director, like everything about it, you can just you know that it's gonna do the old. It's just gonna follow the formula.
yeah,
You can
it just
tell.
looks really, really bland to me, unfortunately. But I don't know. This one just crept up out of nowhere. I wasn't even aware this was a thing, and then all of a sudden I started getting emails every day about it.
The Infiltrator.
Infiltrating theaters this Friday.
Oh shit.
All right, Ryan, any final thoughts on The Infiltrator or Runner?
Nope.
What are your thoughts on Leguizamo and the Leguizamo Renaissance?
The Leguizamo.
I like him. Except for in what's that? I'm seeing Dawn of the Dead.
No, he was in what's it called? Land of the Dead. He was in Land of the Dead.
I didn't like that too much, but otherwise I like.
Okay.
He's kind of a dick in that one, if I remember correctly. Like,
Yeah.
I can't remember if he was a bad guy. He wasn't a bad guy, but he kind of played an antagonist. I just remember him in Summer of Sam. There's a scene where he's trying to have sex with, I can't remember if it's his wife or his girlfriend, and he's wearing like boy shorts, like tighty whities, and he has a giant boner, and I remember being very disturbed by seeing John Leguizamo's boner in that movie.
What's the name of that movie, Gal?
Oh my god.
Was he in that?
Was he in Go? No,
He was
I don't know if.
He was in Spun.
Yeah, you're probably thinking of Spun,
Yes.
the crystal meth
Yeah.
movie. I hated that movie so much.
Mm-hmm.
That was so bad.
It was awful.
Who directed Spun?
Someone.
I just want to look and see who directed Spun real quick. Jonas Åkerlund directed Spun.
Okay.
He did one of the Lemonade segments.
Oh yeah, that's right. He was a big music video guy.
Yeah, he did like Coldplay and Madonna and David Guetta and looks like a whole lot of music videos. Prodigy. Yeah, Spun didn't work for him. That was not a good idea for him to do that. It looks like after Spun, he just went back to music videos. He was like, all right.
You got the Horseman in there.
Yeah, Horseman was garbage.
Oh.
And he did Small Apartments, which I didn't see. Anyway. Final thoughts, Ryan?
Nope.
Nothing? All right. That'll do it for this week. Thank you so much for tuning in. You can send us your questions and topics to podcast@filmpulse.net. You can follow us on Twitter @filmpulsenet, @filmpulsekevin, and @mylegsdon'twork. And if you have a minute, take a look at our Patreon page, patreon.com/filmpulse. Consider helping us out by becoming a subscriber. For Kevin Rakestraw and Ryan Holes, my name's Adam Patterson. We'll see you next week.
See you later.